Welcome back everyone to another Gaming on the Brain playthrough. Today we've got one of Glenn's
another big suggestion of mine in it, another little classic of mine back in the day, which I'm pleased to say I did actually own the PCB for back then. P-47 The Phantom Fighter, which also went by the name the Freedom Fighter in Japan.
Right.
Had a few conversions as well. One of the earliest examples of 1942, but sideways, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much, in fact, it may be the first real example. Very fun game, very loud game. Lots going on at once, and nice game for the time, like, wasn't it? And I think we're gonna get stuck in and blow away some
let's get it on.
National Socialists.
Is there any story or anything that we need to?
No, there's no story in this. You get like a very simple intermission screen between the levels, but no real dialogue or text or whatever. It's very simple. Like I say, it's coming from the 1942, 1943. Coming out 88 is a year after. Very simple combat attack system. You have a regular fire and a secondary weapon button, which can be one of 4 types, if I remember right. That is these missiles, which do increase the more you pick up. You can have bombs, and there's some that like explode as well. I think there's one that goes along the ground, if I remember right.
Right.
Shooting these little helicopters is what gives you, and I've just died. Very simple for that. I mean, it came out in '88. That's exactly what you expect for the game of the time, though.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look hideous now. It just looks basic.
It's got great. I mean, it moves well and it plays well, though. It does everything right, you know. 8 levels as well. Well, don't crash into the ground.
Yeah,
we're not Japanese.
On the ground. Is that the noise of the engine I can hear there, isn't it?
B gives you bombs when you don't get blown up straight after.
Right. You need to hit start. There we go. I outlived you, Glenn.
The more you pick up of the power as well, it increases. I think E is this explosive ones I said. If you kept it, it fires in a straight line. These are like, this is a middle boss basically. Nothing too special. P-47 had several conversions as well. I mean, decent as well, if I remember right. This is it. The torpedoes actually fire out in the direction you got the stick facing as well, so there's a little bit of control with that, you know. S is obviously a speed power up, so you know they could be quite a good weapon. I actually prefer the bombs of all things, though. Extra lives, pretty self-explanatory.
I tell you, there's no like smart bomb type thing, though.
No, there's not in this game. Where Mustang did, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
No smart bomb, and there's 2 buttons. Here's the boss.
That's a very small train.
It's not a patch on the Colossus cannon train like from
Steel Empire.
From Steel Empire, but it's still quite interesting on the same. Basically, it's normally easy, but all you're doing is take out as much as you can, but the real target is the big gun at the back, which is that one there, you know. Right. It's simple for the first boss, really. Nothing too. You're better off with your bombs, really, on this level, so when you die and come back, you actually come back with the special weapon that you had before you died. So if you've got a crap special, as in the torpedoes are the best weapon for this fight.
Yeah.
If you blow up all the small guns as well, oh well. I got him. The big one can't do much because it always fires in the same way, so you can literally sit there until the thing blows up by itself, which a lot of bosses in these games are happy to do. I was always quite impressed by the background graphics on this level for 88, looked really good. But like I said, an earlier game I mentioned, Mustang, well, not an earlier game, but a game I mentioned earlier. Mustang came out in 1990, it was similar to this, and it does this type of background way better.
Yeah.
But this is nice for 88, I thought.
Oh, you took one for us there. Cheers, Glenn.
But anyway, I was saying conversions. It came out on all the popular 8-bit and 16-bit computers at the time, and they were very good conversions, but there was also, of note, a PC Engine version as well, and that game did introduce some little change in edge, like a couple of new bosses that weren't in the arcade version.
Right.
So, because
like a remix.
What this game does do, mate, is it does repeat a bit after the first 4 levels. You see slight variations of the existing bosses, so the levels do change. You've got 8 totally different levels and backgrounds, but your bosses sort of repeat. So once you've done the first 4, you've seen most of it. It's not exactly like Loop 2, you know what I mean? It's just they've got a bit lazy, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the most impressive boss in the game is a ship, a battleship, which you take apart piece by piece, a bit like the ships in 1943.
Right.
And and it's quite a cool boss as well, and it's a long fight, but they reuse it for the last level, for level 8 as well, and it's no different, so a little bit disappointed, because it would be nice if they maybe give you a new ship, like an aircraft carrier, you know, so it was a bigger ship, and it doesn't do that, so not to worry. 88, you know, 1988.
That's not a bad little game, to be honest.
It's playable, you know.
Yeah. I don't play enough horizontal shooters.
In any second now, you're about to experience the most intense boss music ever in a shoot-'em-up game.
Really?
I think so, anyway.
Oh god, it's sinister.
And these are lethal. And this is not the boss. And the boss isn't firing these, by the way. So you're not fighting a submarine or something. Probably should just watch your 12 o'clock.
Aye.
I think I'm saying that right. Up.
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
It's not me, well, it's 6 o'clock's your back.
Well, no, when, I suppose if we're talking about the clock face and where things are.
Yeah, perspective in it.
So is this the boss?
Yeah, it's the boss.
He just looks like a stretched version of the last boss.
But this train.
Oh, sorry, the
I know, the plane's eye. I think it's worse than the train though, because I mean, if you haven't got a good weapon, the bombs are a great weapon for that, would you believe? The bombs are one of the best, because obviously I know it's a plane, but you can easily get above it.
Get above it, aye.
So the bombs is probably the best weapon for everything, actually. Bossless levels of that tank.
Nice.
It's big. Do you know what I mean? Out of all 4 pickups, you're better off getting the bombs if you can and power them up, so just keep on picking bomb power up so it doesn't change. Because when you do die, you start with that power up again. But powered down, obviously, you know?
Yeah.
The base level again.
So you can't power up your shot at all, can you?
No, mate, you cannot. So this is where Mustang differs. It's got a much simpler system, as in like you pick up a P shot basically for your main gun, which turns it into a 2-way, then a 3-way, which is very useful. And your base weapon, your secondary weapon, which is fired with the same button, is bombs. And the more of the basic power up you get, the more more bombs you fire as well. But your second button this time is a smart bomb.
Aye.
You know, like a more traditional smart bomb. So, I mean, I find Mustang to be a bit better than P-47. It's just a little bit more responsive, better graphics.
It's hiding behind the trees, little sneaky little shit.
Aye, as you would expect.
I tell you what, this is impressive. And I know where Burnout got its aftertouch from now. You know, when you wreck, you can move your wreck. This game obviously set the trend, because when you die, look, you can move your wreck.
Aye.
Crash into over airplanes, I guess.
What I do like as well, I noticed mine in this game. Some won't notice it, but because it's small sprites as well. But it looks like a lot of the enemies you're fighting are pretty much clearly based on existing, like tanks and planes and stuff that were used by the Germans. You know, I mean, if you want to get historical, like that clearly looks like a Tiger tank. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing too like historically accurate. It cannot be. I mean, the massive tanks that you fight, that didn't get built really. You know, I mean, the Mouse did, but it wasn't as big as this.
Yeah.
You know, they do this with the Mustang actually. You know, a lot of the stuff you fight's can be accurate looking as well.
If you're making a World War game, so you might as well copy what's already there.
Well, I mean, if you're going for that, you're going for something that looks. I'm keeping me bombs, mate. Like, I'm sure I've got. I'm sure I've powered my bombs up to there. I thought I lose them, and I've just come back. So I might be wrong about that. You know, you maybe keep your power up, or you lose 1 grade. Maybe you lose. I think you power up about 4 times.
Right.
Because it's clearly the best weapon to use for the tank. For all four boss types, to be fair.
Ow! I tried to move out of the way, but I couldn't.
Easy one with that though.
Yeah.
You got them.
Mine was not really doing anything.
You've got like the explosive one where fires and splinters. It splinters off. You've got obviously the torpedoes, which are like situational really.
Yeah.
So you've got to aim them, but they can be good. And the missiles, which is probably the second best weapon because it does a spread shot straight forward. So not really useful for the bosses, but definitely helpful. You know, if you're tapping both buttons at once.
Yeah.
I think I've kept that because I'm firing 2 at once. I think you can only fire 1 normally. You might
be right. You might just lose like 1.
It might be between credits, possibly. Possibly. Yeah, I think it is. Back down to 1, I think. Best way to play is probably to tap both buttons at once, really.
Aye.
See, like I said, with Mustang.
Well, you don't need to tap me, just hold them down.
Aye, well, that's it. The second one you don't know. Your bomb button, your second button, you've got to tap it.
Right.
Here's the boss here, but it's a long fight. But it's pretty interesting.
It's a long fight in one player. In two player, we'll just.
Well, look what you're getting. Look what the game's giving you.
Alright.
If you can get them.
I'll just stick with this missile for now.
See how quick you can take the guns out and all. Right. And if you want to get one then, mate.
Aye, go on then.
We'll share these a bit.
It's a bombing run.
Yeah, you put like you're doing. You're probably better off still keep your finger on your main button as well, because I don't think there's any airplanes here, but there might be. I can't remember. The helicopters would definitely still come along. Obviously, you're aiming for the towers and that and all.
Yeah.
And if you look at the mast, there's a little bit that's firing from that mast as well, and that needs to go.
Oh yeah.
It's getting a bit nastier now, you know.
It is. I can barely stay alive. Ah, I got it.
That's out.
Oh, steered me back. Ooh. Oh. It's one gun left. It's like just. Get in. Oh.
This is another boss so that gets ridiculously easy once you've got like just the towers left, because literally that's the only thing it's firing at you.
Yeah.
So, and it fires in like the same direction. So even though it's like a three-way or whatever, it's doing nothing to you, you know.
Ah, it's like a couple of guns left, I think, you know.
Just watch out, I didn't hit. If you push back as well, as you're against the back, you literally fire your bombs straight down, which can be helpful, instead of it having the arc forward. See, I remember stuff. You can see where you meant to hit, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh.
There, you've got it, mate. And your second now. It's gonna pop.
Boom.
So you can't do anything? Can't do anything? Yep, can't do a thing.
God, that took some bombs. Yeah, I'll just be sure.
But that would be an impressive boss for like 88 though. You know, doing all that and then it actually sinks and all, like the ships in 1943.
Yeah.
They sort of sink like. Yep, definitely sounds like World War II music. Gets kind of jolly. I don't know if it's just like the German pilots are quite chipper, or if everyone's just all chums, or if it's because you're halfway through the game, so it's like a positive thing, you know.
Sure, you're near victory. The mood's uplifting and more inspiring.
Sounds like it should be on like a rom-com or something.
Hi.
Or a slapstick.
Harry Hill's new theme tune. Oh. It is very.
It is jolly, isn't it?
Yeah. It's definitely not out of place.
Not at all. Well, just stick like the clown music in there and all something, you know? Or just maybe some bit of 9 Inch Nails, you know, that might work.
That'll certainly be more fitting, I think. But yeah, I quite like it.
It's a great game. It's a playable game. It's a nicer length and all. And like 1942, 1943 are all excellent games, but the big games, they're long. I mean, 1942 is really long, and 1943 is like about an hour to do our 16 missions, which are 2-parters, remember? Yeah. Most of them anyway. It's a big game for that. And it's like, people must have said, you know, I'm about half an hour tops is good, out more than that. And it's like, because the 1940s games obviously got shorter as well, didn't they?
Yeah, aye, like, especially 1944.
And to be fair, mate, in 1943, there's a lot of variety in that game though for its time as well. Like, the bosses all bring something new to the table. It's either a very different ship every time, or different plane, or just something different, you know?
Yeah.
I thought for 1987, more variety in this game.
Oh, I was doing so well there.
Can you guess what you're fighting again?
Airplane. It's not going to be a tank because we're like 30,000 feet up in the air, I assume. Or something like that.
What I would give to have some bombs right now?
I don't know. I've got a T, whatever that is. Oh, there's 2 of them, Glenn.
Aye, the little one's just a sub, you know, just a helper.
Yeah, I'm firing something at it. I don't know what it is.
Now your torpedoes that I've got here might be a bit better because I can come down from above, so they could have some use, but I haven't got many. So the closer you get, obviously the more rapid you fire as well. Ooh. So he fires something directly out his back, his arse end, mind.
I did, I.
Yeah, I like that there.
Ow, copped it twice.
Now the plane bosses are harder than in Mustang because they literally are seen from side perspective. Where in Mustang, if you remember, because the Mega Drive version, it's got like a sort of perspective, like so you can hit stuff better. Yeah. The wingspan, so the sprite ends up being about that wide.
Yeah.
Which, if you remember, doesn't apply to your plane, which I thought looked weird, because your plane is actually most of the standard enemies. I had the PCB that though.
There's no perspective on your plane, but there is on all the others.
That's it, which is weird. Does look a bit weird, but I like that board. I had the board and I thought it was a nice game, like. I enjoyed it.
I remember you playing it a lot.
It was good, it looked good and all that, but it's a game I'd never seen in the arcade, so, and I'd always like P-47, and I quite liked the Mega Drive version, even though it wasn't a great game and it was a poor shooter for the Mega Drive, but it was just rare and obscure, and I was like, oh, I've just found out there's an arcade version, I'm really curious, and it turned out it's got its own like differences and stuff, and an extra level. As is Task Force Harrier, that was another one I liked in our mind. That's a bigger game though, mind. That's about 45 minutes or so. But the arcade version's class. But that's another game, the arcade version being by the same company, UPL, that has some differences on the Mega Drive version, you know.
Aye.
And it's better for it in some ways. It's got a smart bomb in the Mega Drive, the arcade doesn't. It's another one of those more obscure shooters where you're either playing stuff by Capcom or nobody else, really. I mean, obviously, Tourplan, I suppose, as well, mind. Can't not count Tourplan.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Tourplan packages out there now, isn't there? There's a couple of good Tourplan collections out there now with all that.
Yeah, I think there is. What level's this? 6.
Sorry, mate?
Level 6, isn't it?
This is 6, yes. There's no more the train is the only boss you don't fight again, so you fight 2 tanks, but like slightly different looking, but they fight the same. Like I say, there's only really about 4 actual boss types. I think they change things around a little bit with the tanks. The colours are definitely different, but I couldn't remember any other real noticeable difference. Mustang, again, talking about that game, being slightly later, does have a lot more variety in its bosses, and some of them are kind of interesting, like a submarine. A couple of different types of massive planes, including like squadrons of planes and all, and they were kind of cool actually, because with the squadrons you've got like a leader, so you've got to destroy the lead plane to take down the whole squadron, you know. And if you don't, they just keep coming. So it'll be a different colour, or it'll have some way of showing you it's like the leader, and then you need to probably better stay in front of it actually, and you need to take down the leader to be able to destroy the right, or it just keeps refreshing. So little puzzle boss element there, like.
And it would probably been and ends. Or was that the name of the tank?
Again, you can say it's another boss tank as well. I will pre-warn you, mate. P-47 doesn't have anything in the way of a proper ending. It's one of those games that likes to loop. So when we beat level 8, what will happen is it'll loop back to level 1. Now, there's rumours that there is an ending if you complete it in two loops, like there is with a lot of Tourplan stuff. I don't think there is. I'm quite sure I completed this multiple times back in the day, especially with my PCB.
Yeah.
Obviously, Infinite Lives, you know, I just did it. And I don't remember, it gets harder and that's it. And then I think it just ceilings out. You know, it maxes out at a certain point and it doesn't make a difference again.
Right, okay.
So once you do the 8 levels, we're at level 7 now.
Well, if there's nothing new to see, we'll just let it loop round and die. And then give everyone a kiss goodnight and say bye-bye.
Like I say, another game that I loved for the time, coming out the same time as Silkworm, so being a sort of contemporary rival to it really, with Silkworm being a little bit more innovative, you know, a little bit more unique, because it gave you 2 very different vehicles. Although, to be fair, mind, in some ways that makes Silkworm worse, because the Jeep is shite. It's common knowledge that the Jeep is really hard to play properly with, because you've got so much more to watch for, and obviously you lose that, you know, ability to move all over the screen, you know. You've got to watch out for mines and stuff, which the helicopter doesn't.
You can jump though, it's fun.
Yeah, well, it's more like moon patrol, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's the thing though, it's nice to have that option, and like, there'll be players out there, I'm sure, who prefer the Jeep because it's harder. Obviously that game led into like...
I'll play as the Jeep.
You got to play as the Jeep, yeah?
I'll play as the Jeep. I like the idea of jumping over mines and stuff. It is getting quite full on, like
it is. Like now, I think, bear in mind, remember I said you fight a plane, a ship again on the next level. And I'm pretty sure it's the same sprite and everything.
Right.
It's the same ship anyway. But I don't. It might be harder this time by having maybe a lot more like planes, possibly, because I don't specifically remember being harder at all. But it's been that long, you know. It took like 20 years since I owned the board.
Aye.
This is no deal different, is it? This fight. You can lead it. You can lead its fire. So obviously,
they took me face off. I can dodge these all day long.
Aye. Final level, mate. Final battle.
I'll chalk that defeat down to me. I've got 52,000 points for that.
Now this is atmospheric. It's a battle at night with the rain lashing down.
Aye. It's like the rain just fades out.
Talking about Mustang again, Mustang's final level, the arcade version, not the Mega Drive though. The arcade version final level is a battle against a warship again, and it's way better done though. It's exactly the same formula, if you want to call it that, but it's a lot more going on in that, you know.
Yeah.
It's quite nasty, like it's quite a cool boss. And there's only one ship this time. So it's not like it's like I said earlier that there's a lot more variety in Mustang than there is in this game.
Oh, Jesus.
Helicopters in World War II, mate. Yeah. So here we are again.
Oh shit! I won the boss already. He got us with his big gun. Oh, and again.
Well, I've got bombs, so that's a start. But like I said, I think that there's a lot more, like I said, something just came at us from the top. I think it might have been a helicopter. Missed that completely. Now, I think it's possible that I don't know if you can actually hurt the control towers yet. I know you can't hit the last one, the main one, the bottom show, but I think the damage done doesn't count until the set, like when you come back over it the second time.
Oh, I thought I died there.
Definitely a lot more in the air, isn't it?
Aye, it's ridiculous.
I thought it probably was harder, like. Put down to single bombs and all.
Aye, I know. Doesn't out. We need some of them little helicopters to come and give us some more bombs. I'd kill that gun first. Oh, I flew into that one. Oh, there's a bomb.
Oh,
it's working.
Oh, is that you?
Aye, I've got two.
Going for it, mate.
Oh,
let me get that one. Oh, you might have been fully powered up.
I've still got me two and I've just come back from a credit.
I think you lose one. I think you maybe lose one level.
Actually, I've lost a level now when I've just died normally. Oh, here it is. The final battle. Oh, that's dead.
There you go, he's in there, Mark. That's where he is there in there. Adolf himself. You can see his touch if you look carefully. It's really big and black.
Oh, it's dying.
There's your final point there.
Come on.
Yeah, you can get it with bullets and all, I think.
Oh, damn. Alright.
You don't have to take out the other guns, as you can see. And they obviously didn't any threat at that point now.
Yeah.
What do you think of that then?
That was alright.
No, it's canny,
not a bad game. Doesn't overstay its welcome, which is a good thing.
That's the thing, I think, you know. And as I say, this is you're about to begin a game with no ending whatsoever, which was a common thing at the time, you know.
Oh, I'm dead.
So
you can't die yet. This is awkward now. You're just stuck living.
Oh, do I have to start? Do I have to keep going? Right, one more life, mate. Wait there, let's just kill this aircraft gun. I'm sure there's a Frenchman in that truck. Which would matter as a bit of a traitor, wouldn't it? What would you do if I could complete it on this one life?
I'd be impressed. I'd just go up the previous playthrough and just let you.
Like that thing there, that's based on a real weapon. That anti-aircraft gun. Sounds like it's turned a really sad history channel, doesn't it?
Aye.
Mark, I'm going to die. There, I've died.
Oh, he's dead.
I think that's us done, mate.
Oh, gotta get my name in. Look at that, I'm first again, Glenn. I'm ahead of you anyway, I'm not first, but you know. Giz.
Makes you feel better.
It always makes us feel better. It's a highlight of my weekend.
See, I just do this for you, Mark. It's just for, you know, it's all about mental health, mate, and I want you to be happy.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Apart from last week when I beat you at that in the hunt game.
I've forgotten about that already.
Yeah, I didn't actually.
Well, as always, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let's see you next time.
I think we should definitely come back to the table with Mustang and P-47 aces at some point. Yeah, definitely.
Right, take care, everyone.
Take care now. Bye.
Bye for now.